Moving on to our next segment, standout
Kapow.
moment of the week. God, we're always in a
God.
fight. We're always in a fight. This is where we talk
Why?
about our favorite panel or page from a comic book out this week, January 28th. I was stunned by how many good comics there were this week. There was a lot of good
Yeah.
reads, I felt. But there must be one pick for best panel. Go listen to
Legally.
the full podcast if you're watching this, because we just went over our favorite comics. But what was your favorite panel or page of the week?
My favorite panel of the page of the week was devastating.
Dark.
Dark as shit. Uh, it was in from Infernal Hulk number 3. It was Betty Ross having a full mental breakdown. I only actually caught up on Infernal Hulk this week, and I'm loving it.
So good.
This was such a good issue. We finally see where Bruce and Betty have gone after I think it was Scar helped rescue them
Yep.
from like the Nether realm or whatever the hell it's called. They're living these new lives with new names, working in like insurance or some like, stupid office job. Bruce
Living in the
is like,
suburbs.
yes, suburban life. They seem fine. Bruce is like genuinely into it. He's like, my God, do I need and deserve a break? But interestingly, it's Betty who, I actually forget what her transformation was called, like Griffin Hulk. Like, what was it called?
I said in my review of it, Red Harpy.
Red Harpy, which one of the coolest Hulk designs, I think. Um, she can't handle being this weak human who
Right.
doesn't have powers, can't transform. She doesn't want the boring suburban life. She wants to be able to fly through volcanoes and over mountains and hunt goats on Mount Wundagore, as she says. And I just think that's great because I think Betty's a really interesting character who's, changed and grown so much since her classic debuts. And this scene was just brutal. She couldn't open up the ice cream because she was too weak. So she started freaking out and stabbing it and stabbing herself. Really
I
horrifying.
think. It's not
What?
I'm not clear if that's blood or not, which I think is probably the point, so it's less
Uh,
graphic.
I know you can see on her left arm, looking at the right, that she does have cuts on her arm, and in a later panel, you
Yeah.
definitely you
Yeah,
definitely
you're
see that
right.
they're cut. I think they made it darker so that it's a little bit less graphic. It looks more like wine spilling or something, but she
Yeah.
definitely self-injured, which is brutal. And in general, this comic is just sick as hell. And next issue, the one above all is coming down to fight. Uh, the evil guy's name in Hulk's body? Eternal
Oh,
or
Elder?
Elder, or
Eldest.
in Eldest in the Infernal Hulk's body, and I'm like, what the hell? They're gonna illustrate one above all doing crazy stuff. So the brutality
I'm
of this
excited.
art just got me really excited for yeah, for it to continue.
And it was nice that Kev Walker was drawing the suburban scenes where Nick Klein is drawing the monster scenes. It really juxtaposes the like simpler style, and how it's supposed to be the simpler life, but it really isn't. There are horrors inside their heads.
Yeah, thank you for highlighting the artist. I keep on forgetting to start with credit at the top. Obviously, Philip K. Johnson's writing this, and Kev Walker did this brutal ass panel. And also, oh yeah, the corkscrew that was
Hmm.
either in her body or in the ice cream. Like, my God. Um,
Yeah, it's definitely a situation where I'm like, they probably wanted to not overtly say she only cut herself, so they put a wine bottle and the ice
ice
cream in
cream that was
front.
red.
Because
Yeah.
if they did, it might be too hardcore for a book like this, or
No,
at
it would
least
have to
need
be like
a
red
trigger
band or
warning.
something.
Yeah, exactly.
What
Well,
was your kapow, my friend?
I picked a little more brighter, a little more positive moment from Iron
Incredibly
Man
different.
#1. This is, of course, drawn by Carmen Carnero with art by Josh Williamson. This is a moment right after Iron Man converted his flying motorcycle into his armor.
Yes.
And I love the speed lines and how they curve. This isn't just like, your standard copy paste speed lines from any manga. The use of lighting on the jetpacks or whatever you want to call them on the hands. But I freaking love how chunky this suit is. Now there is another suit later in the book where we see his actual regular suit. This is the motorcycle suit. And I love how chunky and how you still can kind of tell there might be a motorcycle in there from like the hip
Hmm.
joints and the knee joint, but also the chunkiness of it. And so it's almost like something between a regular suit and the Hulkbuster suit or something. It just looks different. And I love that. And meanwhile, it's also the moment in the issue where he's like unveiled as the Iron Man, that we're going to be reading about. So yeah, really exciting page.
Yeah, super cool. Great, like, glimpse into like what the entire issue feels like, I think.
Yeah, true.